Thanks for stopping back by Wild Bird Creative. Feeling in a summer mood today. I'm looking out at my coneflowers in the garden and I really want to create a journal page with a coneflower in it. I've got my Tim Holtz stencil, some portrait pink acrylic paint, a few more Tim Holtz stamps over here, a scrap of tissue that already has some work on it, a piece of just the packing paper you might get something from Home Goods wrapped in, and a book page. So let's just get started and see where things take us. Now I don't really care about this book page, so I am just covering the whole thing with stamps. There's nothing that needs saving here. There's no words that I really want to circle. And I'm just going to go over it again and again, filling in the whole thing. And this is just kind of a, what is this called? Rose coral. It's more of a sepia yellow to me, but that's okay. It's a chalk ink. I like the way they work on old book pages. You can see I'm just getting lots of layers here. Just filling this in. Let's see, let's put another one here. There we go. Let's set that aside. Put the lid on it. Thinking I might want to grab another color too and do a little bit more. Let me do that. Hang on just a second. Okay, I grabbed my coffee archival ink and I'm just going to use the same stamp and just add an additional layer of texture and color to this. I like the way the coffee color works with that yellowy tone underneath. There we go. Okay, that's got all the detail that I want on it. I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to pull this over. Get my trusty plate. And again, I don't want a super heavy layer on this. And I didn't want it to be too bold. I wanted quite a subtle feel. So I'm just going to come in and I've only put a tiny bit of paint onto my plate because I want a very, very light feel. As it runs out on the sponge, that's okay. Going to give me just a nice delicate pink background, and I'll just come right along the bottom here using up the last of it. I think I've got everything, maybe a little bit more up here. Just get that guy. There we go. Set that aside. And then what I'll do is I'll just flip this over right in the center of my workspace. It's going to have very little on it, but it'll be enough that I can tear that up and use it in something else. Okay, so here are my base pieces. 3, very simple. Now I'm done talking. The rest is all assembly. I'll then draw my coneflower, add a little bit more color, and we'll see how everything looks at the end. So here it is all finished. I've got some very light details here using my Tim Holtz stamp and my script stamp. I'm going to turn it this way so you can kind of get a look at it up close. I've got the 2 layers here. I just added a little bit of text, and I've just got my cone flowers. Just simple, very summery feel to it. And it is also the final page of my journal already. So let's do a quick flip through while we're here. Started it back at the beginning of July and just did a whole variety of different designs. Every page has its own feel and its own style. And here's our last one. I hope that you'll get your supplies out, look at what's growing in your garden, and just enjoy the season. Thanks for stopping by. Wild Bird Creative.